now in silk. This video was from Liberia. Anyone who know where Liberia is? It's in Western Africa. And in Liberia, English is a very common language. But the English, as you heard in the video, also has a bit of a different pronunciation and accent than American or British English. And as we talked about yesterday, there are many different Englishes throughout the world. And it's good to be able to recognize more than just American, especially if you want to talk to people from all over the world. Many of you have said that you're interested in traveling everywhere, seeing everyone, meeting people from different cultures, which is why you want to learn English. And so it's good to be able to interact with more than just one accent. Now, can anyone tell me anything that they know, heard that happened in this video? Yeah, Bill now. There was a minister who signed some condolences. Yeah, great job. Understood, that's great. Okay. So, in yesterday's lesson, we talked about British English, some of the differences in pronunciation, differences in vocabulary, such as torch and flashlight, differences in R, such as in American English, car, but in British English, car. What differences do you think there might be in other English accents throughout the world? Do you have any ideas? You've heard that in Canada, people say a boot. That is a stereotypical Canadian accent. I have not heard any Canadian friends of mine actually talk like that, but it is definitely a stereotype that people talk a boot. Which is another thing that we might want to talk about too, is differences in realities between stereotypes of accents and actualities of accents. Like, what do you think of when you hear, what do you think of when you think of a British accent? Like, what characteristics come to mind? Very high class, stiff, you say, Ahmed? That's certainly a stereotype that's out there. There are real people still, of course. But also there are many different English accents too. Like, this is probably not the best version of a Cockney accent. And like, that's an accent very different from standard British, or from the stereotypical British accent. And I apologize if my accent is not the best for that. I don't practice accents. That was mostly me making a point. But you could hear that that one's very different. And does that make you think of the same, like, high class and stiff? No, you said that has a lot of like energy and enthusiasm. Yeah, it's very different, but it's still a British accent, just a different one. So let's look just briefly at differences between British and American English. So these are some vocabulary differences, such as in America, we say French fries. You've all heard of French fries. But in Britain, they say chips. Have you ever heard of the dinner fish and chips? It's something popular in America that you can get here. Yeah? Ahmed, you have had fish and chips before at a restaurant, and you were really surprised when you got French fries? Yeah, that's because it's chips are French fries in British English. But we still keep the same name of the dish here. And here's a small example, like saying rubbish instead of garbage or trash. You don't say trash or garbage in American English. Rubbish is a more common one to use in Britain. Vacation, holiday, etc. And there are also other spelling differences, like in American English, we would write humor with no O, but in British English, they have an O here. Oh, yeah, so, sorry. They have an OU in British English, no U in American English. In other words, like gray, how do you spell gray? Yeah. G-R-A-Y, yeah. But British English has an E instead of an A. But it's still pronounced roughly the same. Okay. And now we're going to split up into groups. We have a list of, you can choose Australian, Liberian, Southern United States, and there are a few other options too that have different accents and pronunciations and vocabulary than what is considered to often be standard. Like it. One example for Australian is when there's like an RI, or certain times when there's an I sound, like in right, they might pronounce it more like an OI, like Roit. All right, you all ready to get into groups?